Y'all already know the drill. I'm back. Finally. It's been I don't know how long, but I'm here. I'm here. I'm here to just recap the playoffs. That's all I want to do is recap everything that I've seen. Not everything, but I just want to recap the last couple games I've seen and hopefully be more consistent on this channel. I've been kind of obviously not dropping. I've been everywhere the past couple months, so just bear with me. I say this every time, but please bear with me. Please bear with me. It's gonna be a rough couple months, but I'm gonna try to sit here and record whenever I can. And right now is whenever I can. The two series I wanted to talk about today were the Denver series and the Cavs series, simply because those are the teams that played yesterday as of recording this. Hopefully this goes out same day or the next day. Yeah, let's start with the Nuggets and the Wolves. All right, so I'm not gonna lie, I had to pull up the stats for the Nuggets and the Wolves game one. I didn't watch the game, but I did watch the highlights just to prepare myself a little bit for this. And I want y'all to know, for the playoffs, I'm not going to be watching a lot of games early on, simply because I don't have that much time on my hands to watch every single game. So I'll get to the games that I can get to and watch the highlights for some other games and reference them between the stats and shit. This is going to be a learning process between being consistent and everything. But yeah, here we go. So just strictly looking at the highlights from what I've seen in game one from the Nuggets, it seemed like their offense couldn't be stopped. Quite simply couldn't be stopped. Of course, Jokic is going to go out there and do whatever he does. He had 25 points in this game, shot 11 for 19 against Rudy Gobert. I wouldn't say reigning, but he's not the reigning. He's the previous defensive player of the year, or one of the previous defensive player of the years. Shout out Wemby, unanimous. Yeah, Jokic is still cooking with one of the best paint defenders in the league on him. But this is something that happens every season, so I'm not really surprised. I don't know. I didn't expect anything different. Let's keep it pushing. I didn't expect anything different. The new All-Star Jamal Murray. Congratulations on the All-Star, by the way. Now we can definitely say that Jokic has help. We knew he always had help, but now he has All-Star help. Even though Jamal Murray's shooting percentage this game doesn't look great, I still feel like he got to his spots at will. Well, he was frying the Minnesota defense, and Minnesota's supposed to have a pretty decent defense, and he's shot 16 free throws. He shot 16 free throws in this game. To each their own. Take with that what you want, or if you think he's a free throw merchant, then that's what you think. But I don't personally think there is a thing called a free throw merchant. Niggas just get to the line. That's just how it is, bro. Suck it up. Yeah, so Jamal Murray, he just has obviously taken a step this year and had more points than Jokic on obviously more shots. 7 for 22 is ugly as fuck, but we move past that. Sorry for the cursing. Sorry, mom. 0 for 8 from 3, 7 assists. And honestly, I don't think he played bad defense in this game. I don't think he played terrible defense in this game. No stocks, but ultimately this is an offensive team. I wasn't really planning on them being a defensive team or a defensive minded team, even though they do pull through a little bit towards the end in some games. Like they lock in, but I don't think they have very strong defenders at all. And one of them is Murray. Not strong defenders, one of the weaker defenders in my opinion. Aaron Gordon, who is like their third option on the team. I'm not gonna lie, as a Thunder fan, he pisses me the fuck off. Like, I do not like this guy. Basketball wise, I'm sure he's a wonderful human being outside of the realm of basketball, but when we're on the court, I don't like you at all. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just your evolution as a player. When you were in Orlando, I really fucked with you, and then you got to Denver and started winning shit, and now I don't fuck with you. But I guess that's how it goes for every player. You're still good, you're still nice. 1 for 5 from 3 though. Sad to see it. You really hate to see it. I don't even think I can talk about fucking game plan because I can't remember the fucking highlights. But I'm gonna try my best to say something about this game. Just to cap off with the Nuggets, it looked like they had everybody in sync, at least every starter in sync, because they only played 4 people off the bench. And I feel like that's going to be a thing that hinders them down the road, or maybe even in this series, because they already dropped the game to the Timberwolves. This game one was a pretty close one until the end, and Anthony Edwards was injured, or is injured, or has something going on with his knee or something, and he didn't have that great of a game, and the Timberwolves were very close to pulling this out. All right, so the Timberwolves, y'all were close, and that's scary because I don't think y'all had a really good defensive game. I don't think y'all did. A lot that I seen in the first game has me a little scared for the next couple games, you know, or a lot that I saw through the first 2 games. We saw like 2 years ago your defensive scheme to stop Jokic, and it worked. But y'all don't have 3 centers anymore. Y'all have Rudy Gobert and Naz Reid, who is 6'9". Rudy Gobert is not capable of guarding Jokic. One thing that I saw from the last time these teams matched up is the Naz Reid minutes on Jokic. Those were wonderful. Why not go back to it and have Rudy Gobert guard Aaron Gordon or somebody who's not like a real threat from three, so he can stay in the paint? Why not do that? That makes the most sense to me. But obviously, I'm not an NBA head coach, but that's just my first thoughts looking at the team from afar. The second thing is you have Bones Highland minutes. Now, that's not a bad thing offensively, I suppose, but it's a terrible thing defensively. He weighs like 175 pounds, and if he gets to switch really to anybody, like it's going to be tough out there, tough to keep him in the rotation. Really tough to keep him in the rotation. Another reason why I say y'all kind of had this, or y'all really could have came out with the dub, is because Rudy Gobert had 17 points in this game. You don't know when you're ever going to have a Rudy Gobert game like this. And people might be saying 70 points and this and that, but this nigga averaged like 12 points in the regular season. 17 points is a lot for him. I don't remember the last time I seen this nigga score 20. You know what? Let's look it up. All right, so the last time he scored 20 was literally a couple days ago, but it was against the Utah Jazz, so I don't think it counts. We already talked about Edwards and his injury. I don't think we need to talk anymore, except for the fact that all his jumpers look flat. I mean, what else did you expect? All right, Julius Randle. Dog, what the fuck were you doing in the first game? Like, honestly, what were you doing in the first game? 16 points, 7 for 16, and 0 for 3 from 3. Only 2 free throws. You and Jaden McDaniels. Both of y'all just getting grouped in this section. Like, niggas who are not producing. Ayo Dosunmu came off the bench and produced more than y'all. Not more, but more efficiently. Y'all together, Julius Randle and Jaden McDaniels, y'all together went 0 for 7 from 3. I want y'all to take a nice long look at yourselves in the mirror for these next 2 games coming up and ask yourselves, what can I do to make an impact? What can I do to make an impact? Now, granted, this is only game 1, and we're going to look at game 2 here in a second. Matter of fact, let's look at game 2 right now. All right, so game 2 on the road, Minnesota wins. They rally back in the 4th quarter to get them a dub not at home, get them a dub on the road, which is playing against the Nuggets in the Nugget Stadium. I would assume would be hard simply because they're the only team in that area, and so niggas are gonna like ride for their team. So I feel like this is pretty impressive. Anthony Edwards had 30 points. Nothing more to say there. Second game of the series, he had to bounce back. He shot 40% from the field, but who cares? He had 30. I mean that was good. Julius Randle bounce back game, 24 points, 50% from the field. Good little bounce back game. You know what I'm saying? Dante DiVincenzo was a big factor in this game, just simply because of the shots that he was making, the degree of difficulty in these shots. Naz Reid came in with 11 points. Ayo Dosunmu came in with 9 points. Bones Highland actually, okay, Bones. You had 13 points, 80% shooting. That's good. That's pretty good. Jaden McDaniels, a little bit of a bounce back game, 14 points, and Rudy Gobert had 2 points. So there's that. Not much to say on the Wolves side. But Denver, I am disappointed in y'all. I am a little disappointed in y'all. Y'all played a great game. I can't stress that enough. I just think this is the issue where Denver is one of those teams that kind of see everybody eye to eye because they don't have a good defense. They have good schemes, but do they have the people to execute those schemes to the highest potential? Definitely not. And I think that's really what it came down to in this game. Like, you got Edwards to shoot 40% from the field. That's a plus. And you forced everybody else to kind of show up a little bit more, and they did. And in that scenario, can y'all win the game? And y'all didn't. I feel like in most scenarios, though, teams won't be able to win that game or win games like that. But right now, I'm not going to say y'all backs are against the wall, but y'all are supposed to be the 3 seed going up against the 6 seed, correct? 3 seed against 6 seed. The one thing in my head once I saw y'all drop the game to Denver was like I don't want to say fraudulent 3rd seed because that doesn't even feel right to say, but like, y'all are the 3rd seed. Y'all are supposed to be the 3rd seed. Not to say y'all can't drop a game to the 6th seed, but for God's sake, y'all had like the best offense in the league. I feel like y'all should go up 2-0 at home. That's just how I feel. That's just really how I feel. All right, next team, or next teams would be the Cavaliers and the Raptors. So in game 1 of the Cavs versus the Raptors, the Cavs kind of put belt to ass, just a little bit. As far as the winners, and by winners I mean Cavs, Donovan Mitchell had 32 points, James Harden had 22 points. Nothing to say about them. But James Harden, I am watching you very closely because we know how you get in the playoffs. We know exactly how you get in the playoffs. And Donovan, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes you too. Sometimes there's always one game where you just play like some shit. Max Juice, 80%, 80% from the field, nothing to say there. Hitting all his shots, just a well-oiled machine of a team. The Cavs are, as boring as y'all are to watch, just a well-oiled machine going against what I feel like is a more well-oiled machine, or just a team that doesn't have like a true superstar. Like, they have Scotty Barnes and everything, but would I consider Scotty Barnes a superstar? Like, he's not the type of player who's going to drag your team to the playoffs if you really had nobody, in my opinion. But this team is very, very balanced all around. Good defense, good offense. It just seems like they're coming up against a better team, like a team that is just simply better than them. And they're down 2-0, you know, so it's already been proven they cannot beat them at home right now. But I don't think the Raptors had a bad game. I just, again, think that Cleveland's just a better team. Like, they don't have somebody to match Donovan Mitchell night in and night out. Donovan is going to average like 28 games this series, maybe even 30. And then on the other hand, they have James Harden, a 36, 37-year-old James Harden, who is still playing really good, still getting 10 assists, 8, 9, 10 assists, still being that ball handler and shot maker that we know him to be. It's kind of, you know, it's going to be kind of hard to beat them, especially since they don't have a real solid perimeter defender, like a real solid guard defender, at least one. Like, they have strong defenders, someone who's going to hold their own against a 6'6" guard like James Harden, and then a uber athletic guard like Donovan Mitchell. I don't think so. So yeah, I just don't see that happening. And right now, I'm thinking Cavaliers sweep. That's what it's looking like so far. That is what the playoffs are looking like so far, at least for these two teams. Oh, and I forgot to say my prediction for the Cavs, not the Cavs, the Nuggets and the Timberwolves. I think that goes 7. If Edwards gets healthy, it goes 7. But yep, that's it for me. If you like the video, make sure to subscribe, do all that good stuff. And if you have anything to say in the comments, let me know. Have anything to settle in the comments, yeah, just say something in the comments. Just comment something. I don't know, I'll read them, I guess. All right, I'm up out of here.